This is a dazzling prototype supplied by a student. This is not my work, just to be absolutely clear. And let's have a look at what this consists of. You've got the login page to start off with, where you actually log in, username, password and so forth. And once you've done that, the next step is to go on to slide 2, where you've got the home page, the place you keep coming back to, bookings, messages, settings and about us. You can access most of the app from this point here. Again, the color scheme not my personal preference, but this worked well for the student. If we go and look at slide 3, on slide 3 the students put the bookings page. This is where you can actually click to say yes, you want to make a booking. Notice the home button appears on this page, and in fact appears on every subsequent page. The About Us page, you've got the home button as well. Going on to the 5th slide, this is the bookings page where you choose your time and your date with the home button again. On the 6th page, the messages page where Justin can talk to you, and again a home button followed by the settings page at the end where you can change the language settings and so on. So the first issue we have is that when you build one of these prototypes in PowerPoint, each element is in its own box and can be moved around independently. So having all of these elements on the same page makes it an absolute nightmare to move things around. There is a solution though, and it's called grouping. So what you have to do is click on the main page to deselect everything, and then hold down the control key and press A, and it selects everything. You then hold down the control key again and you press G, and it groups it all together as one item. So same thing, click on the page, control A followed by control G, and you can work through your entire PowerPoint doing that. So you're turning these many different elements into one each time. Control A, control G, just working your way down through all the slides in your PowerPoint. And that's going to make life an awful lot less complicated when it comes to then adding hyperlinks. So you've got all your slides here, you've grouped all of them together. The next stage is to actually add some of the hyperlinks, and as you can see it just moves as one element. It's so much easier. So I'm going to look at slide 3, and can you see the home button there? Because that one gets used so often, we're going to hyperlink that one first of all. So you click on Insert from the drop down menu, you choose a shape and go for a rectangle, and drag your rectangle out over the home button and let go. Unhelpfully, it's filled it with color, so we'll have to go to the Format Shape option and choose No Fill for the fill, and choose No Line for the line, which makes it transparent. You then need to right click on the shape and choose Link, and then link it to the slide you want it to go to. Well, this is supposed to go to the home page, which is actually on slide 2. Helpful to have that little slide preview there. So click on OK. Now that we've actually got this hyperlink linked to a shape, why not reuse it? So let's right click and copy it, and then we can go to every page that's got this home page on it and just simply use the same shape again. So Control V, paste it in there, try to get it on top of the button. These buttons are all uneven shapes unfortunately, and then resize it so it fits over the top of the button. So rather than having to redo it each time, we simply go to each page where this home button exists, and then paste in that shape with the hyperlink back to slide 2. Work our way down through slide 6, same thing. Control V, Control C, copying and pasting, and then drop the hyperlink on top, and then simply put it into place. And you can work your way through the entire slideshow doing this, just to save yourself some time, because the home button obviously is used on nearly every single page. Right, so once all of that is done, let's see if this thing actually works. So let's click onto the slideshow button and see if our hyperlinks work. The first one, yep, we click on it, takes us back to slide 2. Let's go forward a slide and see if that works. Click on home, see if that does anything. Yep, back to slide 2. Forward 2 slides, that works. Let's try forward 3 slides. Yeah, it all seems to work. So that's the huge amount of this work already done. We do need to add some more though. So looking at slide 2, we've got to put in some hyperlinks for bookings and messages. So let's go to shapes again, click on the rectangle tool, drag a rectangle out over our bookings button. Now this time, once I've right clicked and gone to format shape and actually taken away the fill and the line, I'm in fact going to copy that shape and just paste it over the remaining 3 buttons. So again, right click and copy, or Control C, whichever one you fancy, and then simply paste those 3 instances onto the screen. And notice we haven't done any hyperlinking yet. So simply paste out 3 versions of that button, because these are all pretty much the same size. Frankly, the buttons should be the same size on yours, but anyway. So paste all these 3 out, one over messages, one over settings, one over about us, and then we can go in and do the hyperlinking for each of these buttons individually. So the first one we need to do is the bookings button. Same plan as before, right click on the booking rectangle, and then you need to go to edit link, and let's point it towards the booking page. The booking page is slide 3. It's intelligently worked it out for us, so we can just click on OK. Let's try the messages one. Right click again and go to edit link, and let's look for the messages page. Yep, it's chosen the next one again, which is helpful. Click on OK. Go to settings, right click again, and let's have a look at the let's do the edit link again and see where that takes us. We're looking for settings. Yep, it's done it. That's slide 7. OK. And let's try the About Us page. This won't take us to the right one. It's the About Us, it's slide 4. There we are. So they're all done. Let's have a go and see if this works. Go into Presentation View and see if all these work. So where does let's see, the Messages page takes us to the Messages. The Home button, that works as well. The Settings, that takes us to Settings. And the Home button. So that's it. The job is done.